Hey there, Levi with Hammer Fab. Today we're going to show you how to install our tailgate stops, otherwise known as flippers, for 47 to 53 Chevy trucks. This is a 1950 Chevy truck that we have here. It's getting some rework done on the bed. We're going to send it to the body shop and get painted, but first we thought it would be a good example to show you how to install our tailgate stops. They allow you to open your tailgate and it will stop your tailgate at 90 degrees without the need for chains, cables, or scissor holds. It gives you a nice, clean look and obstruction-free tailgate. Now these are bolt-on parts, but they do require a little bit of cutting and modification, so they're not 100% bolt-on. So for you guys that have painted vehicles, yes, these can be installed on a painted vehicle, but you are going to have to be very, very strategic and surgical with your cutting so that you don't wreck your paint job. This tailgate that we're going to be installing these on is a painted truck. It's going to get repainted, so we're going to end up repainting this tailgate, but we're going to try and show you how to install these on a painted vehicle where you don't have to repaint your truck. So for our 47 to 53 Chevy truck tailgate stops, we have 4 pieces in the kit. There's 2 per side. So we have the stop itself, and then this is the locator plate that helps bolt it into the side of the tailgate. So you'll see there's an angle here on the face of this stop. That is the same angle as the outside angle on the tailgate here. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to cut a slot in the bottom of the tailgate for this stop to slide up into, and basically it's going to slide up until it mates on this inside surface here. And then you can see there's a tapped hole here. That's 3/8 tap. And then this one is a 1/4 tapped hole. So this goes up into the tailgate, and then this plate will go on the inside of the tailgate and will bolt on like that, and it will sandwich the tailgate. And that will basically, actually it goes like this. That will locate this thing, it basically gives it some more leverage and keeps it from wiggling around in your tailgate. So basically what you want to do is lay out your slot on the bottom of the tailgate so that when you cut your hole, when you're looking directly at the back, you really don't want these to obstruct your view. Now in the end, they are going to hang down past the tailgate a little bit like that, and you'll see them right here in this zone. The way this bolts on, this face, the face with the countersink, will mate up against the face of this side channel on the tailgate. So basically you want to project a line straight down from that edge and then directly on the bottom of the tailgate, the width of the tailgate stop. So we're going to draw a rectangle first, just a little bit wider than this. This is 1/2 inch thick, so we're going to go about 5/8 of an inch thick. And then you want to cut that out of there. Okay, now my recommendation would be, instead of trying to just cut a rectangle out of there, I would recommend drilling a hole in each corner. We'll have to take the tailgate off to get these back to. I think we might be able to just carbide it, but what we're going to do is to get this started is drill a series of holes in there. We're going to use some pilot bits first in the corners and then one in the middle, and then we'll step those holes up to a larger size with a step bit, otherwise known as a unibit. So first I have an 1/8 inch drill bit for a pilot hole. And then we're going to drill one right in the middle. Now we're going to switch to a step bit and open those holes up just a little bit to probably 1/4 inch. And then the middle one we're going to open up even larger. And that's so we can get an air hacksaw blade in there. All right, now we're ready to cut out the bottom notch using an air hacksaw. And then we'll come back and clean it up using an air die grinder. You're gonna wanna have some hearing protection for this. That's what you don't want to do on a painted vehicle. You got to be really careful not to nick it with a reciprocating saw. Thankfully, we're repainting it. Okay, now we're going to switch to the air die grinder. Once you get the hole going the way you want to start test fitting this to see if it'll go in there. So we've got quite a bit left to grind, and most of it is that way on the back side. All right, now we've got our notch most of the way. Our flipper won't quite go up in there because it needs to rotate and then go up in there. So we're at the point now where we need to take the tailgate off and finish grinding and fitting on the bench. Okay, so we got the tailgate off the truck. We've got it upside down. And now we have not changed the hole since it was on the truck. So you can see now, because of the way we can tilt this, the flipper easily goes into the tailgate now. That's why we designed this particular body style with a kick like that, because it goes in like that. Okay, now it's in there most of the way, but it doesn't quite line up just yet. Okay, so if we slide it down in there, you can see the angle almost lines up, and the hole in the middle of the pivot almost lines up, but not quite. So the thing that's obstructing us is right here on this outer edge. So we just need to creep up on that with a hand file or a carbide if you're very careful, and clearance this just a little bit more so that that hole lines up and so that the angle down there at the bottom lines up. Okay, now we've clearanced the hole a little bit more. You can see how it goes in and then rotates. So there will be a little bit of a bigger hole on the inside of the tailgate, but the outside will be nice and tight. So we'll install it, slide it down, and the hole and the slanted part line up. Okay, now we need to countersink the hole on the pivot point in the tailgate. So we're going to get a 6-flute metal countersink and countersink that metal so that the 3/8/16 fastener will sit flush with the face inside there. All right, now I've got a 6-flute countersink. We're going to countersink it far enough to make the head of this fastener flush with the inside face. We still got further to go. Battery died. Just a little bit further. It's quite a bit. careful, the metal's going to be hot. Okay, we just need to go a little bit further. It's very important that the head of that screw is flush in there, otherwise your tailgate won't fit, your hinges won't fit. Okay, now let's try bolting this on. So you're going to need a 7/32 Allen socket or Allen wrench. Okay, install the tailgate stop into the tailgate. And you tighten it up. Okay, now that we've got the stop installed, we need to install the lock plate. So it only goes one direction. So line it up like that, and then use the supplied 1/4 button head and a 5/32 Allen wrench or Allen socket. There you have it. One tailgate stop installed for 47 to 53 Chevy trucks. Now you just repeat all the steps for the other side and then reinstall it on the truck. All right, now that we have the flippers installed in the tailgate, now we need to cut some notches in the end of the bed so that they can recess or protrude through this back wall. So what we did was we measured the outside of the flippers, and we need to make the outside of the slots 48 inches wide, and the inside of the slots need to be 46.5 inches wide. So how do you do that? How do you get that centered up? Well, you start with a center line, which we have right here, and half of 48 inches is 24 inches. So we're going to measure 24 inches from the center line over to here, and make a mark. And then half of 46.5 is 23.25. So from the center line over 23.25, we'll make another mark. And the result is 3/4 of an inch slot. So we'll move over here, do the same thing going this direction. From the center line, 24 inches, and from the center line, 23.25 inches. And now we have a 3/4 inch slot. Now we're going to use a square, and I'm going to use the surface here that it's sitting on because it's square, and we're going to basically project that line. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to use this top edge here. So reset this off of there, like that, and make a mark going down, and then move it over and do the same thing. Then we're going to do that on this side, same thing. Make two vertical lines that are 3/4 of an inch. Okay, now we need to hold it up there real quick. Hold the tailgate with the flippers installed up there real quick so that we can determine where the bottom of the notch needs to be and where the top needs to be. Okay, I've got the tailgate just loosely bolted up. I don't have the hinge bolts tight, but it is where it needs to be, and it is where it needs to be side to side. So we're going to make a correction on this inner line. Instead of 23.25, we're just going to make it 23. So because the flippers are a little bit tight to my line, so we're going to give it another 1/4 of an inch. So we're just going to make it 23 from the center line, and then the outside one will be 24. That'll give you a 1-inch gap or 1-inch slot. So if your tailgate has any slop side to side, that should give you plenty of wiggle room. Okay, now with the tailgate installed, we want to basically make a mark at the bottom of the flipper. Same thing over here. Okay, now we need to determine where the top of the notch needs to stop. So basically, if you just take a straight edge right here, you could even do it like this. If you have a square like this, make your ruler flush with the end and just run that mark basically where the ruler touches when it's laying square with the bottom. And then we're going to make a mark straight across there. So basically the tailgate stop will never go higher than that. Okay, now we're going to remove the tailgate and cut those notches. Alright, so just like we did some pilot holes on the tailgate, we're going to drill 4 pilot holes in the corners and then step them up using a step bit, and then we'll use the air hacksaw to get the rectangle out. Once you get your notches cut, reinstall the tailgate and try it out. All right, since the previous clip, we updated the shape of the design just a little bit to better fit this era of truck. So basically that little notch fits the structure that's up in there, and you can see the 1-inch wide notch. You can see they're very inconspicuous. I mean, they hang down a little bit, but it's better than the chains, and so you can kind of see how they work. Keeps your tailgate perpendicular to the opening at 90 degrees. So there you go, 47 to 53 Chevy truck tailgate stops. Get them at hammerfab.com.